What's up, guys? Today we're at the pick and pull here in near Sacramento. It's the one on Antelope, and what I got next to me is the 91 MR2 Turbo with the T-top, and I'm pulling some parts off of it that my car needs. So let's go have a look around. Alright, so this is a pretty rare find. Not only do MR2s in the 90s version almost never show up at the junkyard in a decent condition, this one has no accidents. It seems like the body looks good, and well, the frame looks good anyway. And the fact that this is a turbo is also pretty crazy. Usually a turbo never shows up here. Maybe one of the guys I met here said that it only shows up maybe once a year or so. You can tell it's turbo apparently by the fact that the little rails right here doesn't have, it's not black. The turbo version are colored. It also had a turbo symbol on the trunk, or it says turbo on the trunk, and I took the trunk already yesterday, and what we came here for today was this part. So on mine, like you guys know, it doesn't have a the temp gauge doesn't work. So apparently there's a part right down over here. The guy I met yesterday, he took that part and he says it's very hard to find. You can't even order this. It's like an oil filter part. What I came here for today was the sensors. So I pulled this one off yesterday, pulling this one today, and this is actually the one that is supposedly the one that's wrong on my car, that's causing the temperature gauge to not work. It's back on so you guys can see what's going on here. So on the turbo model it might be a little different, but on mine it sits like this right there, and this sensor was one I replaced yesterday. I popped this sensor off and wanted to see if that was a problem, but that wasn't it either. Oh, I'm sorry, this one right here. So the last one they said on when I'm looking on the forums is that it's this one right here. Now how you can tell you got the right one is that it only has a single tab that goes out of it. So apparently if you pull this one and then you ground the single tab to the chassis or like the engine block, you should have your temperature gauge spike to maximum hot. That's when you know that this sensor is broken. If you ground it and this gauge doesn't spike, then that means that it's the gauge itself is broken. So there it is. Let's go back and put this bad boy on and see what happens. Yeah, this is really nice.
Yeah, and this one is not the clean one.
Oh, yeah. Your turbo one is the clean one.
Well, it's the clean one because I worked on it.
Yeah, and you didn't work on this one so much. It was good as is. Huh?
I just put the big pieces on. Like I said, the distributor and the alternator. Everything else is, you know, just regular plugs and wires and what have you.
Very nice.
Oh, I just thought of something.
How many miles on this one?
111.
Wow, that's really good. What, you just thought of something?
I just thought of something. Of course, this is on the turbo, and you don't have a turbo, so...
Which one?
The EGR valve.
Uh-huh. The thing I pulled?
No, there's an EGR valve on that one out there.
Oh.
But if you're going to go NA, then it's a different EGR valve.
Where's the EGR valve on this one?
On this one, it's this.
Oh, that thing.
But it's just a different one.
Okay.
And when I was doing the work on my on the turbo, I couldn't buy it.
Oh.
So
is that still in there?
It's out there, yeah.
I guess I'll get to it when I get to it. It should come with the engine, technically.
Taking some advice from a complete stranger, okay, from a complete stranger, go with the 2.2.
Okay.
Because Camry, man, all you got to do is find this thing. That's what you want.
Right.
The only thing that's going to be different on the engine,
Is
this
that intake?
might
Is
be a
that,
little
manifold?
different, but everything down there is the same.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Toyota, they're smart because they make pieces that they can move around from engine to engine.
Oh, okay.
You know, and
Yeah.
I would think that doesn't everybody do that, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
What Toyota reliable? You know, their parts are so reliable.
They're smart. It's like why, you know, why make a distributor just for this engine and then make another engine distributor for a Tercel?
Right.
Pop, pop, pop. You know why? They can just
Yeah, this is great.
plunk them out.
This one's beautiful. Quick video of your interior here, so I can compare what I'm missing.
You have this?
Yeah, I have a 91. I have the 91.
Okay.
It's red.
All right.
I'm missing a shift boot. Some of these gauges are kind of messed up over here.
Years ago, I bought 2 of these.
Shift boots.
Yeah.
You can actually find them online. It's not bad. There's a company out of Russia that makes a modified version of this shift boot. Well, it clips right onto here, and it's. Oh, that's nice. Holy cow!
This is the slow one.
Wow. Yeah, this one's great.
It's a different engine.
Wow. And this is the stock engine.
Yes.
Oh. Man.
Anyway, I just wanted to show you,
Yeah.
you know, and now you can drive it.
Oh, thank you. Here we are at the second pick and pull, and I got a 2000 Toyota Celica GT. What I need to get from this car is the power steering pump. So let's flip over and have a look at it. All right, let me see what we got. Right under here, we got the part I'm looking for, power steering pump. It should fit all models, Toyota Celica GT or GTS 2000, 2005. This one looks like it's good. There's no leaks that I can think of, or I can see here. I'm just gonna cut the belt and then unbolt this sucker. All right, so here's the front of the car. This is the front support, and there is the power steering unit all taken off. I had to cut the belt. I don't have the right tool to release the belt tensioner. That's up here. That bolt. Oh, that's good. Okay. That bolt right there. That one I'm having a really hard time taking off without the right socket wrench. The one I have is a big old one that's it's too long. It's a deep socket. I need a short socket wrench. Anyway, but so that's why I had to cut the belt. And then there's a bolt that was attached to here and there, and it's this one right here. So it goes onto this end, and then you have to have another wrench on this end to hold it in place. Anyway, once you get that loose, you have to pry it off with a crowbar, and you put your crowbar down here against one of these metal things, and you just brace it against this, like this. Let's see here, like that. Boom! You pop it off, and now I just gotta undo the hoses, and I got a good power steering pump, hopefully, for the GTS. That's what's broken on it. All right, let's take this sucker home. All right, I'm on my way home now, guys. When they say you need a truck to haul stuff, not true at all. look at what I got going on here. So I found those two seats from the GTS, and check it out. I got it in the passenger seat, one on top of another, flipped over. See, here's the bottom one, okay, and then the top one on top of that. Got a blanket covering it. Look at that. Look at that MR2 truck hauling life. Who needs a trunk? I mean, honestly, if you put the top down and you got a convertible, you put a blanket over your passenger seat, trunks are irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, you can just I can put logs up in here if I wanted to, probably, and haul 10-foot logs. All right, we'll catch you guys at home, and hopefully these things fit on my 91 MR2. So we'll see. All right, so I'm back home. The junkyard got me super dirty. Take a look at that. Coolant, power steering fluid, oil, you name it. It got on me. But here's what we got. I got the 2 Toyota Celica GT seats. Unfortunately, it's not the leather seats from the GTS, but damn, I'm dirty. Look at that. Grease. Anyway, but these were due. These are really nice, so I'm gonna take them out, and then I'm gonna show you what they look like. Side note, well, I tried to steam clean this material here to make it more red, and it turned it more white. Any of you guys have an idea how to clean this? Give me some advice. Do you guys think I should just do what Mitch Doré does with his upholstery and his Celicas, or whatever? He just paints them black with spray paint. Do you think it's a good idea to Mitch, tell me, bro, do you think it's a good idea to paint this in red with just some paint? And if so, what kind of paint? Goddamn chickens. I'm trying to make a video and they always freaking sit there and crow. Anyway, so yeah, give me some advice on what I can do to brighten the color of this thing up and make it more red. All right, the first thing I got is this trunk lid. It's the turbo version, but I'm gonna delete that badge and wrap over it after I sand it down. And let's go look at the other items. All right, look at all the cars lined up back there. Well, finally get to relax after a long day of crawling through the junkyard, and I'm super tired. But let's take a inventory of what I got in the last 2 days of crawling through 2 pick and pulls and ripping out parts that I think I need. All right, so first item up is, well, of course I got these 2 seats here. Oh, there you go. You see some fuel injectors. The seats are really nice, a little dusty, but the material is removable. There's a little zipper in the back, and you can take that and wash them. And second item, fuel injectors. These are the big money. Okay, 150, 100 bucks or something like that for each one of these, straight out of AutoZone. If you're looking at replacing 4 fuel injectors, probably about 400 bucks. Okay? And if you pay someone to do it, that's another 130, 140, whatever. So you're looking at like $600, $700 to get all of your fuel injectors replaced. If you get some of these and do it yourself, even better. And this sucker right here is one of the ones I've been looking for. This is the power steering pump for the GTS. Took me like 4 hours to get this out of the car. Apparently it doesn't come out the top or the bottom of the car. They made it so that it's perfectly the size too big to fit through any of the holes, even if you take the wheels off on the GTS or on the Celica. So what you have to do is basically remove the strut and detach the strut from the axle to get this out, or you just have to bend the shit out of all the hoses up top by the engine. And what I did, because it was a junkyard car, I just smashed the top with a hammer over and over again until I bent the frame enough to pull this out. But it was a very good lesson in the fact that it's not going to be very easy for me to replace this on my GTS. So I have to get some special tools to be able to take the strut off. Next, I got 4 springs. These are aftermarket springs after the off of the MR2 turbo, at the junkyard. Yes, I understand aftermarket cracked. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? This chicken. What the hell? This chicken just jumped on my back. This is I forgot what her name is. Presida. I think she's running away from that rooster there. They'd like to come after her. Anyway, the springs are kind of not in that good of condition. The coat's peeling, so I might have to shoot it with a little bit of paint. But anyway, my springs on the MR2 are shot, and there's only like 2 coils, or 2 go around on that 91 MR2, and it makes all kinds of crazy squeaking noises. So the strut might be messed up too. But I'm gonna put these springs in for now, and these springs in the back. I'm pretty sure these are aftermarket springs, so they are lowered, lowering spring, and I'll see how it looks. At some point I'm gonna get coilovers for that MR2, but just not right now. So in the meantime, to make it drivable, I'm gonna use these springs. So it was overall a good haul from the junkyard. I'm super tired, so I'll end this video right now, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is me and Presida. Peace out.